Today I'm going to show you how to install the Sprinter A-pillar grab handle kit. You need a body trim kit, a pair of scissors, 10mm wrench and socket, 10mm wrench, ratchet and extension, and a floor jack, a couple blocks of wood, or your factory bottle jack and a couple blocks of wood, plus a die grinder. Grab your plastic trim tool. There are 3 pin locations that hold this cover on. Just take the tool and come in here and start popping them. Once you pull off the plastic cover, make sure the pins are still in place because this helps seal the body from the elements. There's 2 ways to run the wiring if you're going to run a light. There's a body plug here that you can pull out and drill a hole through and pass the wires down into the floorboard of the van, and then if you're bringing it into the engine bay to hook up to the battery, that route, you can then run it through the boot and the firewall. Or the way we chose to do it is we removed this pigtail connector and fed it through the fender straight through. There's a little crevice here in the engine bay and down and around under the hood there to our wiring connector we have built into the van. I'm going to bolt on the handles to the mount itself. The larger, taller part of the handle goes up like so. This is going to be a 10mm wrench. Install the edge trim if you want to run the edge trim. That's where your scissors come in handy. Take this and we just cut through it there. All right, since we have our wiring figured out, now we can proceed to putting a floor jack or bottle jack with some wood to basically just make it put a tiny bit of pressure on the bottom of the door, because now we're going to unbolt these 2 13mm hinge bolts. All right, if you're installing a light, you want the wiring to be plugged in on the inside, hidden. You're going to want to run the wiring through at this point, and then tuck this in. Make sure it's not going to get crimped anywhere. Get the part up. I've got my 13mm socket on an extension here with my bolt. Line it up. Make sure it looks all aligned. Tighten it home. Okay, you can now remove the jack from underneath the door and feed in this bolt through the door by opening it all the way and just kind of reaching for it and shoving it in there. There we go. And now I like to use a ratcheting 13mm wrench to tighten this guy down. Okay, we include these little plugs that can then finish off the part. Since we did run wiring to the light, we need to make a modification for the wiring to pass through. So I'm just going to grab this guy, grab this, and sender. Okay, so I got a little half moon or so in this, sanded out with the Dremel tool. Now I can go pop it into the van. All right, here's my finished part. I'll work it here and put that in. Here's a look at the final install. Nice clean wiring job here. This handle's surprisingly strong. So you can grab this handle and then pull yourself up with the tire. Just repeat the steps for the opposite side.